It's
Do
top.
you
It's
guys think
top
that
three.
when with Trump, so if he does run,
He's
in
running.
is it,
He already announced.
okay? So if he runs, and then Kanye has said he's running, and then he had that fucking argument with Trump that they talked about for a little while.
Yeah.
If they run, and then the Republicans, what do the Republicans do? Like, do they fucking they surely they have to pick one of them to back because they
No,
can't
no,
run
no,
a
no, no, no,
third
no, no, no,
candidate.
no. Okay, so maybe you might not understand this because you're Australian. Kanye West has like zero support. So
Oh yeah,
like
no,
zero.
I understand that, but he does sort of fracture. If he's
No,
running as a
no.
Republican leader, then he has
He's
the
not
ability to sort of fracture, and
not in the slightest. Not
Here's
even a
how the
little
Trump
bit.
system works, Slush
Trump
Puppy.
does.
In the very beginning, there's something called a primary,
No,
where all the
I know how the
Republicans.
primary works. Yeah, yeah, I know how.
So Kanye will just lose during the primaries if he even were to
But
get that far.
but because Trump said this last time, because if you lose the primary, you can still choose to run for president. Like it
As an
doesn't
independent, yeah.
as an independent. If he runs, if Trump runs as an independent, is he going to fracture the conservative vote and fuck it for conservatives?
Ah,
Oh,
yes.
that's a
If
complete.
Trump runs as an independent, then he
Yeah,
could fuck things up. And Trump has the capability to fuck things up. Kanye doesn't. Kanye can
yeah,
run as an independent, no one will pay any attention.
yeah.
But if Trump and DeSantis both win, I'm sorry, if both run, Biden's almost a guaranteed winner because he'll
That's what
split
I'm
the
saying.
vote.
Like, is this gonna fuck
Yeah.
the
That's
conservative
where
vote?
that's Trump's biggest trump card, if you will, is that he could always say, "Look, I see you guys are pumping a lot of money into DeSantis, and y'all haven't given me a dime. Clearly, you're on his side. But let me let you know what happens when DeSantis wins. We launch the independent Trump MAGA party. Okay, we're not going to run as an independent. We're going to make the MAGA party a real party. It is the third party this time, and I'm going to run as the MAGA candidate. And it would ruin the Republican Party. It would
Yeah,
ruin them
that's the.
for as
I think
long as he
that's their main
lives.
issue. Yeah,
Have
It
you
might
have you
that's
been
their
outlive
main.
following
him.
Christine Cinema? Because that's interesting. So
Like they've got a fucking massive issue if that happens though. Like
there's
they
a
are
related
fucked.
thing here. I don't know if you can hear me, but with Christine Cinema. So she's a Democratic senator from New Mexico or Arizona. I forget which. And she's a Democrat, but the Democrats hate her because she's always voting against Democratic stuff. So what she was looking at in 2 years was getting primaried, which means that another Democrat was going to run against her, and then they would probably beat her because all the Democrats hate her so much. And then it would be that person against a Republican, no incumbent. Okay. So she sees this coming and says, okay, now I'm an independent. I'm no longer a Democrat. I'm an independent. But if the Democrats don't back me, I will run as an independent, split the vote, just like we're talking about, and the Republican will be guaranteed to win. So while I'm an independent, the Democrats have to back me or I'll fuck you. And
Yeah,
Trump is going to have that same sort of power to screw things over, and we'll see how he can leverage it to his advantage.
It also changes the dynamic in the Senate slightly, because while the Dems still maintain the majority because of the vice president, not just the majority, but now it's not as tight. It's tighter
Yeah,
because we're one down one. All you need is one guy to go the wrong way, and things don't get to go
yeah.
through, right?
Is it a they don't they hold like
so
a
she's
what's it? Is it a weak majority or whatever the fuck you call it?
she's not changing
Depends what
her
you're trying to
voting at
do.
all. She's still going to caucus with the Democrats. They're still going to own all the committees, and she's still going
Oh,
to vote with the Democrats.
see, I didn't know about her getting primaried. I didn't know that part. That's a huge part of the story. I viewed that as she is the smartest cookie in the whole jar.
She
She
might be.
saw an opportunity to make her seat the most powerful seat in the
Yeah,
whole Senate. She's the
we
one who
had
the
something.
Republicans are going to come and say, "Look, you're with us on guns. I know that. So immigration is the sister of guns, right?" And like or whatever they're trying to
Yeah,
like pull her strings onto. It makes a
we
lot of
had we
sense.
had
I
something
wish there were
similar
more.
happen in Australia a while back where the it was sort of like so split down the middle, and we had one independent candidate that was pretty much just the fucking soothsayer of everything. Like they literally just controlled the entire government, and they're a fuckwit. Like
You're
Mhm.
they're just some random independent motherfucker from some boontown nowhere that has no fucking idea what the hell's going on, and they're just like, yeah, I make all the decisions now.
what's the
That's the
current
thing.
Australian
If there's
government like?
100 voters and it's 49,
Yeah,
49, and 2, Like those are the blocks. All 3 blocks have equal power.
Yeah. We're what's I guess a liberal government. We're called so we have two parties. One's called the Liberal Party, which is the Conservatives, which is fucking weird, and then we have the Labor Party, which is the Democratic side. And so we have a Democratic government at the moment. So they're the prime minister is Anthony Albanese, and
I want
he's
to talk.
a Democrat. Yeah.
I want to talk about Superman in a minute, but I did want to see. I mentioned I saw this thing with the Kiwi president. She's the one who took away all their guns a couple of years ago after the Christ whatever shooting.
Christchurch. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Which is a weird name for a church because it wasn't a church, right? They were Muslims.
Oh no, it's
Christchurch is the name of the place.
Christchurch is the name of the city. Yeah, the mosque was in Christchurch. Yeah.
Okay, I'm wrapping my head around that. It's a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe that's why he. Well, anyway, she was caught on a hot mic saying something about her like opponent, like he's a fucking self-righteous prick, like and so he heard it, and they came up with the coolest way of not being pieces of shit politicians. They came to get, since she called him a prick, they came together for prostate health awareness. and they're like photographed together like it's some kind of a prostate like health awareness, like money raising thing. They did something in that nature, like have a laugh at the whole thing. I love it. Yeah, me too. Our politicians would have been such scumbags. Like
I think they would have been offended. They would have called her sexist. They would have, body shame. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've personally body shamed her before. I didn't like when she took the Kiwi guns away, I guess. But she's got that big old horse face and then chompers. But all that aside,
apparently New Zealand loves her.
They do. They do.
I've heard like from New Zealanders. One of my streamer, well, not mates, but a guy I know through streaming. He's big into like the Maori culture stuff. So he does like wood carvings. And so the president or prime minister or whatever the fuck they are came on his Twitch stream and was like doing wood carvings with him. And like as a fucking advertising thing. It's quite funny.
I think I get a different point of view of that culture because my friends there, I think, are more well-to-do. And so I think they're also a little more right-wing. So they don't like her. And they do not like the Maoris, and they don't like that Taiki Watita guy. Or I just butchered his name, but that's as close as I can get right now. They don't like any of that. Anytime they see him like sneak in some sort of Maori resistance flag colors into a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, they're just over there like, you cocksucker. It'd be like throwing like the rebel flag up, like on a spaceship, like to Americans. They're like, whoa, what the fuck? Like I think it's she's not.
Oh, you guys should get Zach just tell me she's not as liked as I thought.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
I got one. I just got that one point of view from my friends. So I always take that well salted.
I think you're right. I'm wrong. I thought they loved her, but I guess not.
Well, she did take all the guns away and keep them safe. Yeah.
I mean, she did become prime minister, so I assume they liked her at some fucking stage.